there's a great deal of talk on this transhumanization, cyborgization of humanity using the nanotechnology in humans. There is a presence of these shadow beings with various colours of eyes depending on the intensity of thought. And this is in conjunction with other humans and the military. This is particularly interesting.
No one seems to know what the shadow people want. I found that shadow people experiences happen to all ages. It's not just the boogeyman in the closet for children, but adults have them as well. They may come just once in a lifetime. They have this intense aura of incredible intelligence, far more than us. They are always in control of the situation. Whatever powers humans had at the beginning have been lost or forgotten.
What sort of powers are we talking about? Are we talking about people who have extrasensory perception, or
these are the jinn powers? Now, the jinn live in another dimension attached to Earth, and a hybrid would have at least some of those abilities or a range of abilities. A hybrid would be a being who has a greater ability to do telepathy. They can transport themselves instantly from one place to another. They can dematerialize. They're masterful shapeshifters. We have those abilities within us, and in fact, if they had a agenda concerning us, they might want to know what other entities were up to. The deeper I went into it, the more I came to the conclusion that shadow people were a form of jinn, and that jinn may come just once in a lifetime.
Hey. Nobody said it was going to be easy. So, I'm taking the time to remind you, in case you forgot, about the Invisible Man. I'm going to tell you the story again. Just as a reminder. So the story of the Invisible Man goes, I've been saying it for years, since 2017, that the technology can be used to heal people on the cellular and genetic level, even on all physical levels, such as a missing limb. I could rebuild your fucking head at the expense of sounding like a lunatic. Yes, people are dying at the expense of transhumanism. The technology can and has been used to create and accelerate genetic anomalies, such as cancers. Heart palpitations are a major side effect of it. I had them for months, from September 2012 to the end of October 2012, when I was at CFC in Kingston, living in the military barracks. During that time, my body was rejecting food. For those 2 months, as it has been now for the past few weeks, on and off. I remember walking home from the Legion that one night. It felt like a heart attack. The pain in my left shoulder, the heart palpitations, and the numbness in my left hand. The palpitations from these side effects left me crippled for the last year and a half before being discharged from the military and heavily brainwashed in MK Ultra, capital of Canada, Montreal, for the next few years via the retarded Luciferians. I'm still missing 2 to 3 months, or I'm pretty sure 2 to 3 years of memories from that time. but I remember all of the time and everything from when I was there. So if I am missing that much time and memories of it, then where and when the fuck was I? But yeah, back to what I have always been saying. If it is and has been used to create illness, it can be used to heal. But that's a no-brainer. I mentioned the part about it being used to create and accelerate genetic anomalies, etc. Some of my friends last year, they said, well, that makes sense, with all the side effects of it, killing so many. When I mentioned that it can be used to heal people, even on the physical level, one of them said, well, that's the first I'm hearing of it. People don't listen. I remember the Invisible Man from when I was a teenager. I would see him picking up cigarette butts out of the ashtray at the bus station and always talking out loud to himself. People paid no attention to him. In fact, they would go out of their way to ignore him. I can relate. It doesn't matter what you say or even how you say it. They will just go out of their way to ignore you. Just as I've been talking to myself all this time. Actually, my cat is a really great listener, even though her responses are limited to her vocabulary. I was standing at the bus stop at Plasterline Station after an incredible evening of synchronicity the night before with Chill Phil and Looney. I remember sinking the 8-ball off the brake at the well and listening to DJ Shadow as we were decompressing from the night and getting ready to crash. I felt someone's gaze from behind me. Something or someone is watching me. I turned around to see what it was, and I saw the Invisible Man at the back of the room, inside the station, with his eyes locked onto me. Without breaking eye contact, he walked towards me and walked through the doors of the building and moved to stand directly in front of me. We stood there looking at each other face to face, and he spoke out loud. Some things and some people can speak to you in a way that only you would know and understand. Only you can. And they can understand. He said, why do what others tell you? When you master shamanism and kung fu, you will be a true master. You will be your own master. The gesture his arms and hands made come from mantis and crane form that he used to point at you right before he walked away. I know. Mantis was the same form you used to accelerate your DNA a couple of years later when you opened that portal after being given the scroll from the Shadow Warrior monks. Stefan and Chantal scurried across the street, up to you. Hey, are you okay? What did that man say to you? You look like you've seen a ghost. Even when you are here, you are nowhere. And everywhere all at once. You are always, and have always been, in the space in between. Awakening in the dream. P.S. The loop is closed. It belongs to you now. All of it. They gave it to you. So be grateful. And most of all, be kind. Namaste. Bitches.